Petitioning. Everyone, this is my secretary.
Who did this to you?
He called himself
Silver Thumb!
Silver Thumb?
I could have sworn.
What did he look like? Tall, dark, and creepy, with a scar from ear to ear.
Where was he?
About a half mile down the road. I just went for a walk, and he suddenly came at me out of the woods.
Why don't we call the police?
No need.
We'll find him.
Max?
I thought we were going to get an encore.
Kitten, why don't you go get yourself a glass of milk?
I ain't thirsty.
Go. Miss Pennyshilling, you seem to have healed quite quickly.
I'm a pretty remarkable girl. And I had to get rid of them somehow. I knew they'd fall for that line about Silver Thumb. That's why they're here, you know.
Really? That must have been a terrible experience, meeting such a villain.
Not as bad as getting dumped by someone you've loved over the last 10 years.
Why, I wouldn't know. I've never loved anyone but myself.
Well, it's no picnic, Mr. Silver Thumb.
You must have me mixed up with someone else.
I don't think so. You got some place we could go talk in private? There's something you've got to know.
Right this way, Miss Pennyshilling. Did anyone ever tell you you have a beautiful name?
Oh, the little traitor!
She's warning Silver Thumb.
So did Susai after all.
It's a clever cover, but I still think it's curtains for him.
We have to let the others know.
How are we going to do that without creating a spectacle?
Simple. Blonde. James Blonde. Listen carefully.
You won't be in the dark for long.
Clean the room, spick and span.
Clean it up as fast as you can.
Silver Thumb can't stand the dirt. Clean it up before we hurt.
Ah, my pets. This place has never looked so good. And now, I'd like to introduce you to the chefs at Arjuna Manor.
Steaks and pies and cakes will fix.
We are masters of cooking tricks.
Garlic, sage, and even a shallot.
Anything to please the palate.
Ah, and what's for dinner tonight, staff?
Steak and kidney pie.
Excellent, my favorite. Now back to the kitchen.
Yes, master.
So there you are.
My kitten's not purring.
You bet she's not. She's growling.
Let me scratch behind your ear.
There's only one thing that'll straighten out my whiskers.
And what is that?
I want her out of this house.
Who?
I thought I might find you here, darling.
Who are you talking to?
Get out of here, you feline floozy, before I scratch your eyes out.
Sylvie, are you gonna let her talk to me like that?
Kitty, why don't you go upstairs and prowl around a bit?
Yeah, we got business to talk over.
So this is a double cross, huh? Well, I'll show you. I don't need you. I don't need nobody.
She doesn't need anything but talent. And you're smart not wasting your time anymore on that silly girl. You need someone you've got something more in common with.
And I suppose you're that someone.
See anyone else in the room?
I want to thank you for cluing me in. I like to keep that edge.
I trust you've got something up your sleeve for Bond. James Bond.
009.5 is finally going to get everything he's ever done to me.
I trust whatever you do will be permanent.
Kill him? Never. I want him to suffer.
As I was saying, you're very clever too. Clever enough to know that you and I share a very important secret here.
What are you getting at?
You know, I was looking at my wardrobe the other day and it's so drab. Nothing but business clothes. And since I won't be spending any more time sitting at my desk, I think I'd like to get a few things that have a bit more tropical flair.
You're going to the tropics.
I've always wanted to see the Caribbean.
You're not going alone, are you?
I thought you'd never ask.
Now wait a second, Penny Shilling.
Now you wait a second, Mr. Silverthumb. Without my information, you'd be rotting in a jail by now. Instead, you're on the verge of taking over the world. You owe me. You owe me everything.
And what about Kitty?
How about a nice pair of cement humps? They look real nice at the bottom of the bay.
You and I think alike, Penny Shilling. I like that. Arjuna Manor, Sir Sai here. Yes, she's right here. It's for you, darling.
So, we're agreed then?
Why not? What do I have to lose? Take the phone.
I knew you'd see things my way. Hello, Miss Penny Shilling here. Yes, I understand. I will obey.
Miss Penny Shilling, we have quite a mess in the garage. Do your best to go get it clean.
Yes, master.
Close call, master.
Yes, Boris. Thank you. You read my mind on that one.
So there you are, Boris. What are you doing? Buttering up the boss again?
Natasha, my precious, please.
Come, we must get things prepared for Blonde. James Blonde.
Yes, he meets his end tonight.
In more ways than one.
Max, you've got to listen.
I've got to concentrate, 98.6. That's the only way I'll get my $5 out of this stupid map.
But I saw something important.
Funny, it says here, through another's eyes, he could seen the truth but his mind wallowed in its own stupidity.
Maybe Asterlick did have a crystal ball.
How else could he have known that Silverthumb was an idiot?
Max, you can't see the forest for the trees, can you?
We're not in a forest, 98.6. We're in a castle. And somewhere on the grounds we'll find Silverthumb.
You could say that again, Max.
We're in a castle, and somewhere... Ow! Now what did you do that for?
Oh, it's just a new dance step I learned, darling. It's called the kick. Here, let me show you another.
You have a very nice sense of rhythm, madam. Were you in a band?
What band? She was captain of the judo team.
Going out, Sir Sai?
I like to watch the silvery moon rise over the bay. It's so invigorating. And you, my dear, you have plans for this evening?
As a matter of fact,
We're going to spend a nice, quiet evening in bed.
darling,
I've got a terrible headache. Come along, Max.
I'm not sleepy.
You can rub my temples.
It's not Sunday.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't touch church except on Sunday.
Very well. Good evening.
I thought we were going to bed.
Max, have you really looked at that map of yours carefully?
Well, I've been trying, but you've been acting mighty strange.
That's because there's something mighty strange going on right here. Think of the name of this place, Argenta Manor, and how Flint said it means silver house.
So?
And look at this, Max. Doesn't this plan look exactly like the layout of this manor house?
You're looking at the plans upside down. This doesn't look anything more like this place than the Taj Mahal.
And look at this, Max.
Well, read 'em this map upside down. Well, so if it does resemble this house a little.
And what does that say?
Under the guise of an innkeeper doth dwell the evil one who calls himself Silver Thumb.
Don't you see it, Max?
Yes! Asterlick has made it perfectly clear.
Finally.
How could I have been so blind? Silver Thumb is actually the woman Natasha, who has a mother in Perth Amboy, who has a boyfriend from San Diego that does dog food commercials so he can get a hair transplant.
Max!
Somebody's coming.
The screen, Max.
I don't think we have time for a movie, 98.6.
Let's hide.
Oh, Master, everything is working like clockwork. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
But not to have long, James Bond, here at the house.
Yes, we finally meet, and I hold the trump card.
What? What are you going to do, Master? What are you going to do?
Control yourself, Boris. All in good time. All in good time.
Hello, where are you?
Hide her, Boris.
Yes, Master.
Oh, there you are.
Everything ready, Doctor?
I implore you, as a member of the international community, as a member of the human race, as a citizen of the world,
You insult me, Doctor.
you can't really intend to go through with this.
Oh, no? I go all to the trouble to set up this ridiculous tourist trap, to kidnap you and your daughter, to spend a fortune launching a satellite to circle the globe, and another fortune on the Teledrone project just to say, oh, gee, let's forget it?
But we're talking about global destruction.
I won't destroy a thing, Doctor. I won't harm a hair on anyone's head.
This will start the end of art, learning, civilization as we know it.
Maybe it's time for a new world order. Just think, no more bickering, fighting over territory, because it'll be mine, all mine, Doctor, do you understand?
Only too well.
Then get back to the basement and be prepared to send the message to the satellite at midnight.
The message is prepared.
Is it locked into the computer? Excellent.
I want my daughter back now.
At midnight, she's yours.
But nothing will change between now and then.
As long as I have your daughter, I can be assured of that.
I warn you. Once I have Cardi back, I will work night and day to undo the evil you have done.
So you think. Get back to the lab. Bring her out here, Boris.
Yes, Master. Here she is, Master.